Hi everybody, this is Karen at Sonrise Ranch Bees. It's July 27th, Friday, 2018, and I am just going to do a quick inspection on hive number 2, this 8 frame. I want to just make sure that they're doing okay, and I am going to add I have the sugar on the front, but I decided I'm going to put it on top. So we'll see how things go. So, first thing I want to do is check my beetle traps, which there are several, 3 different kinds in here. And they have propylized this CD right down to the top of these frames. And I believe I do see one dead hive beetle. Well, praise the Lord. And here is the beetle blaster with the oil. And I see we have one beetle in there. Oop, the oil's dripping out. Set this up so it doesn't drip. And let's see about our Swiffer sheet. Well, that has nobody. So, there we go with that. So, I'm not going to put any smoke on these girls unless I need to. So, looks like they're working pretty hard on here from, well, the inside of this frame, both sides of this frame, and the inside of that frame. Well, maybe even a little here. Well, we'll take a better look and we'll see. This box has only been here since about the I don't know, sometime between the 7th. I think it was put on around the 7th, and then I added the top box about around the 24th. And since they're working so hard up here, I better look for Queenie. Now they are drawing this out themselves, and I'm very proud of them. This is my first natural frame. I just stuck a frame that had some wax left along the top bar and the bottom bar, and the wires were still stuck in there, so I left it. And they are drawing it out, and I am very, very proud of them. Also, the queen has laid eggs. I see eggs in this wax. So I'm going to look for her. Well, the queen, I think, has left the box. The girls are getting louder and louder by the second, so I'm going to recheck these frames. And put this back in here. Well, I'm sure she's not on this one. But all the noise in the hive is, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, come on, I already did this once. It's over 90 degrees and very humid, and everything is sticky. We have cap brood. We have some larvae. We have a whole big corner of capped honey. So they have plenty of honey here, both sides. And we have cap brood on this side. Looks like they might be trying to make a queen cup right in here, but at the moment it's empty. Or a supersedure cell, I guess, whatever. Oh boy, my back hurts when I stand here like this. A lot of bees on this frame to be looking. Well, I'm not seeing her, but that doesn't mean she's not here. Heavy, heavy frame, heavy with capped honey on this side. I'm not seeing the queen. A lot of capped honey on this side, capped brood on the bottom. And there are eggs all in the bottom here. Well, I just want to get this over. She's in here. I'm going to be careful that I don't smush her. Well, they're starting to draw this one out. Whoop. And the other two frames are empty. Trying to... Here, it's so hot here that these wired wax frames, they buckle and bow. But I'm just going to settle that down in there. Make sure my bee space is good. Now comes the tricky part. Come on, you guys, you gotta get off of here. Now, I'm going to try and smoke them. I'm not even sure I really should take this top off of here, because take this top box off and move it right now, because I know the queen was up here. Hopefully I can get her to move down, and I do want to inspect that bottom box. And so hopefully they will cooperate.
Got bees on it.
Okay, let's try and get through this quickly. I'm not going to do a blow by blow. I just want to see how they're utilizing the outside frames. They were right cell frames, and they were I had no wax to smear on them, so they were pretty much ignoring them. So it looks like these two outside ones are still being ignored. This is some wax sheets. I'm trying to bow out a little bit. Okay, now we have some room. A bunch of bees, but no. Looks like they're all just hanging out. So we have, that's 3 frames on the outside there that have nothing going on. And I had tried to checkerboard some of these frames of wax sheets in there. This is just drawn comb. I don't see any eggs in here, but I am seeing pollen, which is a good thing, because my other two hives are really pollen deficient. And I'm not really sure. See, there's some good, at least I can see it. There might have been 8 or 10 sprinkled around the other cells, but they have a lot of capped brood in those hives, so I'm hoping that they just fed a lot of the pollen before they capped. And I put some pollen substitute out yesterday, so here we have a frame of capped brood. There's plenty of honey on the top, some little bit of pollen over here on this side. No supersedure cells that I'm seeing. Here's some honey stored, capped, more brood. More capped brood. This queen in this hive, at least she's laying a little bit more consistent. I'd still like to see the brood pattern tightened up, but compared to the other two hives, this is great. The other two hives are like shotgun pattern. So, but there's honey on these frames. There's pollen on these frames. These guys are doing their job, and they're doing a good job. So I'm very happy. Now this is an outside frame, and they are starting to draw, which looks pretty good. And a little bit only on the one side.